welcome back to another episode. Sorry for the almost 3 week long break from videos. I've been busy with work. I've been changing some things I'm doing with the adoption book. And, to be honest, I've just been a little uninspired for the podcast videos. And I don't want to feel like I'm just putting them out just to put them out. But this video will be a little bit different. It's going to be a video of me working out and then doing a voiceover and kind of catching up on what I'm doing and the sort of stuff that I am up to now and what's what. So here we go. We are watching me get ready to work out. I'm trying this new flavor of pre-workout, Arctic something or other. It's as you can see from my it kind of went down the wrong pipe. And so you can tell, and it's kind of sour, so you can tell from my reaction that I'm like trying not to spit it up, trying not to die on camera, because that would be unfortunate, just not exactly how I want to go. I mean, if I could choose how to go, it'd probably be in my sleep. That'd probably be a good way to go when I'm very old and I've lived a good life. But anyway. This is about working out, lifting. I'm about 3 weeks into adding working out to my, oh my gosh, look at my tongue. Adding working out to my exercise routine. I'm about, I don't know. A few months. I think 3 months into doing cardio. Going to Planet Fitness and doing exercise on the elliptical at Planet Fitness, which I like the Planet Fitness in our town. It's a nice Planet Fitness, judgment-free zone, lunk alarm just in case you bump into some lunks. Anyway, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I go to Planet Fitness and I do 5 miles on the elliptical, or I try to, as long as I'm like my legs or feet aren't hurting, or some other thing, or if I know, sometimes I might go light on the elliptical if I know I'm gonna do a lot of push mowing at work the next day or something like that. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I work out in my apartment. And so this is the apartment workout. Sorry for the mess. I didn't realize how crooked my pug picture was. Anyway, so right now I am doing some push-ups, which you can't see because I'm out of the camera. And this is my second day of adding push-ups to my workout routine, back into my workout routine. I only did 13. That's not a lot, but you know what? The first time I added push-ups to the routine, which today is Thursday, which I first added them Tuesday. The amount of push-ups I did on Tuesday was 12. And today I did 13. Now you might say, that's nothing. I could pump out 40, 50 push-ups like it's nothing. Well, that's great. But the way that I do my workout routine is I do one set of one exercise and I try to do as many reps as I can. And the whole point of my exercise routine is next time try to do more reps than I did the last time I worked out. And so one more rep, it's not a lot. One more rep, it's one more. The next thing I am getting ready to do is normal bench press with these dumbbells I have. The dumbbells are only worth 20 pounds each, so again, it's not very heavy weight, um, but it's all about doing more reps than the last time I worked out. And another reason why I work out at home is because of these gloves. Would I be caught dead in a public gym wearing these gloves? The answer is no. No, I would not. But you know what? Wearing these gloves reminds me of when I was in college and I was in really good shape. And I had friends and roommates that I worked out with. And I got those gloves from a good friend of mine in college, and that's why I wear them now, at least when I'm by myself. Anyway, so this is regular push-up or regular bench press with dumbbells, 20 pounds. I'm not going to count each of them. I think I do 57 reps. So again, I'm not trying to go super heavyweight. I'm not trying to go super fast. I'm just trying to go as many reps as I can. And ultimately, really what I'm trying to do is I'm just toning. Because, yes, I'm making my muscles stronger, but I want to lose weight. I want to burn fat. And so to that end, that's why I'm going high reps, low weight. High reps, low weight. That's how you tone. So you put the time of stress that your muscles are under, and you just increase that. You don't push them to the max if you're just wanting to tone. Some people might say opposite. I'm not a exercise professional. I'm not a personal trainer, so don't qualifier, asterisk. Don't take any of what I'm doing as, you should do what I'm doing. I don't. This is just kind of based off of my experience in college. And if you are a personal trainer, or if you've been working out for years and you're in really good shape, feel free to comment or critique my form or whatever. But again, this is, I believe, going for 57 reps. But in the time that I haven't been uploading, I've just been working a lot, been going to Planet Fitness a lot, been exercising a lot, and you know what? I've been having a good time. I've been losing weight, been keeping track of my progress, and it's been a good time. I don't remember the last update I gave in terms of weight, but at the beginning of all this, weeks and weeks ago, like 10 weeks ago, before I was doing any exercise, I was at like 285, which is, for a guy who's 5'7", it's pretty heavy. And even a guy who's Pacific Islander, who's thicker, who's wider, 285 is still really heavy. And so I most recently weighed myself, and I was at 264. And I will be putting in a picture of the scale that I weighed myself around this time. But 264, and that's almost 20 pounds. That's about 20 pounds since I started, however many weeks ago, 10, 12 weeks ago. I forget, I don't know if I may have said 10, but it's probably more like 12 weeks, which, some people might say, 20 pounds in 12 weeks, that's not that great. And sure, like, I probably could have lost more weight in that time if I had been counting calories and been eating less junk, 100%. But you know what? that's all right. 20 pounds, losing 20 pounds still is just a really great accomplishment. And I feel pretty good about that. I feel good, you know. I have these weddings that I'm planning to go to in December and January, and I want to get in shape for those weddings. You know, last year I was down to 250, but in the winter, kind of gained a lot of that weight back, obviously, and now I'm trying to lose it again. So 264, 265. So by December, which it's the end of July, so August, September, October, November. I want to be at 250 again by December, so that gives me 4 months to lose 15 pounds. So that's the goal. Now I don't know if I've like missed a exercise here. What am I doing? This is the first time that I've gone back and rewatched this. Am I about to do curls? Yeah. So the next exercise I do is just curls. Bicep curls. Bang. 1. Bang. 1. That's right. I only count 1 rep as both arms. Bang. 2. Bang. 2. I'm going for 25 reps. 3. 3. Now there are lots of different types of curls you can do. Regular curls, hammer curls, preacher curls. There's a bicep exercise routine that Arnold Schwarzenegger is popular for doing, which is kind of a crazy arm routine, which if you look that up, it's nuts, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing regular curls here. And my form is a little off. Like, I'm swaying a little bit too much, I think. Like, as I'm transitioning from the arms, I'm like swaying a little bit into each other arm a little bit. I shouldn't be doing that. Because I think I'm using the momentum to help get the motion ready to do the curl. I think it's better to be a little bit slower, a little bit more controlled, than to just go fast and try to get the curls in fast. It's better to go slow and be controlled than to try to go fast and get it done. So, like I said, I think I'm swaying a little too much. I'm using the momentum of my body moving from side to side a little too much here. It need to be a little bit more controlled, a little bit more steady. But no, yeah, in the time that I haven't been uploading, I've just been grinding. Just been putting my nose to the grindstone. Been doing these curls and working out. I don't know if you've seen me do it yet, but I actually have on my wall paper taped to the wall that I write down and jot down the exercise routine as I'm doing it. I'll post it around this time here, but I keep track of the exercise as I'm writing it down on the wall, on the paper on the wall. And this is the picture. I'm doing it right now. But I also keep track of my times and my mileage when I go to Planet Fitness, when I'm doing the elliptical. I'll put that in around now. I am close to doing 100 miles in the last 40 days. I'm close to doing that. I don't know what I just did there. I laughed or something. I don't know. I missed that. Yeah. So I've been grinding, been doing what I need to do. This dead space of me not being on screen is like me like blowing my nose. Like I may go to, I think I go to the bathroom at one point. Just random stuff like that. Trying to remember. Oh, this next exercise that I'm about to do is really kind of like, there's probably a better way to work out your triceps, to isolate your triceps. I kind of do a tricep press. It's a little bit like a skull crusher. It's not exactly a skull crusher, but I think other people might call this a skull crusher. You just kind of hang. Usually you actually grab like a plate, like a 45 pound plate or something like that. Maybe like a 35 pound plate, and you kind of do this motion I'm doing, where you're moving the weight above your head to try to work that tricep. Now I will say, my arms are not the same. So my right arm is bigger than my left arm, and so I don't know how that affects my triceps. But here, like, I'm doing my best to make it so that the triceps are putting in the same amount of work. Now, I will say, some of this movement I am kind of cheating on. Like, I shouldn't be swinging the weight as much. Some people might say, well, you're engaging your core, so it's okay, and that's fine. But if you really want to isolate those triceps, really, my arms need to be parallel, or I'm sorry, perpendicular to the ground. Like my biceps need to be perpendicular to the ground, and I need to not sway them as much and keep them as straight as possible. And that way, it's engaging the triceps more and really working that muscle. So, I mean, the go-to, really a lot of people's go-to for working at the triceps is just push-ups, which is great. When I was in college, I used to do 100 push-ups every day, my sophomore year. But I am no longer that person. I'm not as fit. My triceps aren't as yoked. But I'm trying to get back, trying to get back to there. And so, I think I did 32 reps of that. I could probably do more. Let's be honest. I could probably do like 35. So I jot that down. I'm trying to remember what I do next. Glug, glug, glug. Getting that drink. Stay hydrated. Oh, the other day when I was at Planet Fitness, I don't know if it was Monday. I think it was Monday. I got the... No. Was it Tuesday? It was either Tuesday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday. After working out, I got the spins real bad, and I'm pretty sure I was just dehydrated, and so like I just drank a bunch of water to try to not get the spins, and it went away. But like, whew, I didn't know I was chill like that. Didn't know I was chill like that. That's right. But yeah, like I think last Thursday I had the spins after working out. Pretty sure it was just because it was a hot day. Oh no, you know what it was? It was Monday. I remember now because it was after I golfed. And I think it was partly because I was outside for a long period of time after working. And so the sun, I think, just really zapped a lot of my hydration. Anyway, stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated. Next exercise I do is kneeling rows. Again, 20 pounds each side. I think I do 25 reps. Now this is another example of like my right arm being a bit more developed than my left arm. if you notice, if you pay attention for this exercise, like it's a lot easier for my right arm to do this exercise than it is my left arm. And, you know, that's on me. That's on me. I'm right-handed. I'm just dominant right hand. That's why my right arm is just bigger than my left arm. So, in terms of form, I think with this, you really are trying to keep your back straight. And I think the point is not to bend your back either too far up or too far down. You want your back to be straight and parallel with the bench, I think. And I think when I do my left arm, I kind of get off of that. I kind of get away from that. But yeah, I mean, the rest of this workout video is, I think I do leg raises after this. I do Jersey press after this. I do butterflies after this. I do leg raise holds after this. And maybe something else. But just also want to take this time to do a quick update on the book, because I'm also working on a book about adoption. So originally, I was going to do a biographical book, and I think that's totally fine. Lots of people have written biographies and they've been successful and good and all that. But I think if I were to publish a biography, I think the market for that would be pretty small. And so, the point of me writing this book is to try to help people that are adopted. And a biography could help people, but I think really the people that would read that would be people that know me or other people who are adopted that are self-motivated. Now, oh yeah, look at that sweat. Yeah. Now, that's fine. That's great. But I think if I change the way I approach my book, that I might have a better strategy to making it more accessible to people, making it so that more people might be interested, and making it so that more adopted people might want to read it. And so I don't want to spoil too much, but my plan for the book is to do 2 books, actually. Not just one, but 2 books. So what I want to do is I want to take I want to do an adoption book, yes, but actually I think what I want to do is I want to write a mythological fantasy fiction adventure novel book. And the idea would be to take inspiration from stereotypical books like that. For example, Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time. So my idea would be to write a book that is medieval, fantasy, action, adventure, interesting. Oh, doing leg raises. Oh man, look at that tan line. Whoo, doggy. Look at that tan line. Whoo, doggy. That is a rough tan line. Also, my form is I'm not as balanced. I'm not as controlled. I need to be a little bit more controlled. Anyway, so my idea is to write a adventure, fictional, fantasy, medieval type book, and then write a second book that's a guide or reading guide, a behind the scenes an explanation of the first book. And so the first book would be filled with a lot of euphemisms, symbolisms, analogies of different ideas in terms of adoption. And the second book would be a way to break down all of those things. So, that is my idea for a evolved version of the book. You see me with my fist in the air. I just kicked one of the weights. I just flung it away. I was like, Anyway, so yeah, that's my idea. But so I've already, at this point in time, I have already written a rough draft of the biography version of the book. Yeah, look at that sweat. And I have 44 pages. You get a little alarm notification there for me to take the vitamins. But sorry about that. I'm sure some people have had some PTSD. So I already have a rough draft of the biography version of the book, and what I've decided is that I will use a lot of that information to be a foundation for the guide book, for the behind the scenes book. And I've sent out questionnaires to some friends and family that I know that are adopted, and I'm just gonna add that to the biography book and just have that be a part of the book. But I'm gonna add those perspectives of other people who are adopted into the guidebook, into the behind the scenes book as probably its own section. So yeah. The only thing I wish I had done differently is decided to do this earlier. Oh, look at my tummy. Oh, my belly. Oh. But, because I've been saying that I want to publish in January of 2023, which is kind of a lofty, ambitious decision to want to publish 2 books in August, September, October, November, December, end of January. That's 6 months. That is a very ambitious, lofty goal, to want to publish 2 books in 6 months. Now, yes, the guidebook, the handbook, the behind the scenes book, I'd say that's more than halfway done, probably. So that saves me a little time, but I have just started doing rough drafts of the adventure, medieval fantasy book. So I got my work cut out for me. I'm still working. I'm still working full time at my job. I'm still working out, going to Planet Fitness. Been trying to be more involved with church. If you add to that social stuff, that I do with family and friends, my free time, even though I'm not working an extra job, my free time I have is not very, very large. And also, on top of that, I'm trying to find another part-time job to be an additional job to what I'm doing now. So if I were to do that, whatever that is, then I would have even less time. But I feel like this is something that I want to do. I feel like God is drawing me to this. Whether or not you believe in God, I'm not trying to swing you either way. But as a Christian, I believe that God wants me to help adopted people, and I believe that doing more sweaty, oh yeah, I believe that writing a book that illustrates kind of the struggle that an adopted person goes through can act as a beacon for people who have been adopted or who are adopted to relate to somebody and help feel like they're not alone, or help feel like there's somebody who's gone through something that similar that they've gone through, and maybe they could reach out and ask for help. I want to keep their identity private to respect their privacy, but I've had multiple people I know that are adopted reach out to me. One of them reached out to me before I was working on this stuff and asked me for advice on adoption type stuff, and another one of them asked for advice while I was working on after I'd started working on the book. So, but there are already people in my life that I know who are adopted that have asked me for advice, and I feel like I've done my best to help them, and I hope that I've been able to encourage them and be there for them. But really, I'd like to try to do that for more people that are adopted. There, like I mentioned before, there are 5 million people in America alone that are adopted. That's like 1.5 out of 100 people, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it when you think about however many people there are in America, 340 million, 350 million, 330 million, that's a good percentage. And something else too I want to mention is there are other flipping around the music that I'm playing through YouTube. Yeah, way to go. Something else I want to mention is that there are obviously lots of other adoption type social media pages, adoption type blogs, adoption podcasts, adoption Instagram pages, adoption TikToks, adoption groups, whatever. Something I don't know if I put enough stress on, but something I really want to make clear is that I am not trying to compete with other adoption type social media, other adoption groups that are like coming alongside people to help them. It's not a competition to see who can help the most adopted people. That's not the point of why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to become, butterflies. Oh, butterflies suck. I don't even know if I'm doing the form right. I'm just kind of doing lateral. This is more like lateral raises is what it is. But man, these suck anyway. And my form's bad. Like I know I'm like raising one arm higher than the other, and I need to work on that. But that's something we'll work on. But anyway, sorry, I was saying, so, I'm not trying to compete with any other social media, any other adoption group, any adoption agencies, adoption nonprofit, anything. It is not a competition to try to outserve the other groups. Far be it from me to tell other people who are helping adopted people that you aren't doing enough. That's incredibly arrogant. That's incredibly ignorant. That's incredibly prideful and way out of line. That would. So if for whatever reason, you or a friend might see a video I put out, and you hear me say something, and then you look at another adoption social media page, or adoption podcast, etc., and the other adopted people are saying different things to what I'm saying, or the other adopted podcaster is saying opposite to what I'm saying. I want to qualify, what they're saying, even if it's opposite to what I'm saying, can be perfectly valid. And that might sound like an oxymoron or ironic or completely illogical, but that's the great, I don't know what you want to call it, attribute, characteristic of being adopted, is that all adopted people can relate to other adopted people in some way, shape, or form. But all of our adoptions are very, very individualistic. They're all very personal. And so my experience and my adoption might inform me a certain way, and another person who's adopted, it might inform them completely opposite. Now, I can't, like I was saying, I can't say to you that I'm more right or he's more right. The burden of trying to figure out what you want to decipher from what we're saying, that's on the listener, that's on the viewer. I think as if I were an adopted person looking for information, looking for answers, I would be willing to gather as much information as possible and try to gather as much perspectives from different views as possible to try to get all the, what everybody thinks. And so that's leg holds. These suck. Again, look at that tan line, man. It looks like I'm wearing socks. Ugh. But there's no way I'm going to a tanning salon just to tan my feet. No way. And there ain't no way I'm sticking my feet out in the sun just to tan my feet. Ain't no way. Anywho, so all that to say, other adopted social media pages have every right to say what they're saying, even if it's contrary or opposite to what I'm saying, because they all have their own story, they all have their own experience, and it's as valid as mine. And that's crazy because they can be saying opposite to what I'm saying, but what worked for them may not work for me, and what worked for me may not work for them. And that's kind of one of the things that I would say to other adopted people is all my videos so far and stuff, that's stuff that worked for me. It may not work for you, exercising and working out, that's really helped me. The last couple of weeks I've felt mentally and emotionally sharper, mentally and emotionally better. Now, I'm not going to say that, exercise and working out works for everybody. There are some people who that doesn't work for, but, I highly suggest doing that for everybody. It's something that I would highly suggest, but you can also journal. I journal. You can meditate. I meditate. You can do something music related. I've been picking up my guitar again, and in the future I might be posting a cover of an acoustic song. You know, you can write poems. You could play video games. You could do all sorts of stuff. And that's it for the video of the exercise. But yeah, so that is kind of updates what I've been up to, me exercising. I just want to thank everybody for watching and listening. And I think the next video that I'll be posting will be a acoustic song cover of another song out there, just because I want to change it up. You know, I haven't been uploading recently, and I want to make up for that with trying experimenting, see if there's some different stuff you guys might like. Alright guys, well thanks for listening and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Later.